hill for work. I was traveling, and so I was begging Alex to take me out and show me around and see what the nightlife was like. And so we ended up going to this bar that they go to.
The OCDC.
Which is the Orange County Social Club. Which, it sounds very hoity-toity and fancy, but I think it's the epitome of that, right? Or is it the opposite of that? Well, not epitome, the opposite. So anyway, we're there, and we walk in, and
we're drinking.
It's a big bar. And so the first thing I do is run to the jukebox because it was dead silent. It was kind of a dark bar. And so I'm playing music, and Katie,
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
While he was at the jukebox, Alex and I are still at the bar drinking.
and I want to just paint the picture real quick. It's about a 50-foot long bar, so they're right near the front entrance, and the jukebox is way in the back. And so there's probably about 10 people at the bar. If I had to guess, it was like a Thursday night. It was a Thursday night. And
so why are we out at the bar on Thursday night?
Because I was begging you guys to come out.
Yeah. Otherwise they wouldn't have gone?
No, as long as they stay in Monday through Friday.
Shabbat was coming Friday.
You need to tell everybody what that means, Seth.
We all know.
Not this crowd, you don't.
Just kidding.
We're all from Pinecrest.
That's right.
We know what that means.
So in preparation of Shabbat, I feel the need to go and put some music in the jukebox. And so as I'm there, sitting there sorting through all this music, there's this girl that comes up to me and says, I didn't even realize there was any girls in the bar. And she comes up to me and she says, who's the friend that you walked in with that's wearing the beard?
That's the only time that's ever been said.
And so at first I was shocked because I don't think I've ever heard a girl say, who's the guy wearing the beard? but then I was like, then I realized who she was talking about. She was talking about Alex. And I was excited because this gave me a chance to brag about Alex and talk about what a great guy he is. And so I started about how he, basically who he is and where he's from, nice guy, and basically how he's in school and why he's living in Carborough, and pulled out my, I'm in sales, so I pulled out some sales tactics and embellished a little bit, and then we set it up, and she said, well, I really want to meet him. And so, since we just got to the bar, we were stone cold sober, and it would have been too awkward to bring her over and say, here, we just met at the jukebox. And so we developed a scheme. We said, okay, give us about 30 minutes to get some drinks in us, and let me tell Alex, about what just happened. And she said, okay. She said, perfect. She said, okay, 30 minutes. I'm gonna be walking out the door. And you're going to grab me in order to say, basically, stay. No, I want you to be my friend. And so I said, okay, we had it all worked out. I go back to Seth and Alex and start telling Alex, which was difficult. I said, Alex, don't look now. I said, well, there's this girl over there, and she's asking about you. She wants to know who you are, and she thinks you're cute, this and that. And in typical Alex fashion, no way.
That's bullshit. It's bullshit.
So it was, Alex is, for those who don't know him, he's the most humble and modest guy ever. Great guy.
Okay, man.
Unless you're his brother, I guess. But so it took 30 minutes to convince him that no, this girl is actually asking about you. She's into you. She thinks she likes your style. She likes you. Because she doesn't know him personally, so that's all I could have. I mean, she's into you. So finally, by the time she was walking by, which was perfect, right at 30 minutes, he finally was convinced that I was telling the truth. after had to swear to him 10 times, and we made the introduction as she walked by, and they started talking. I think the two of us kind of walked off to the side and let them get to know each other.
We also had to start preparing our prayer service for the class.
Yeah, that's right. So as we're tying up our tefillin and all that stuff. So ever since then, we knew that it was a good fit. They hit it off from the get-go. I had to leave town early the next morning, and every time I talked to Alex from thereafter, he was hanging out with her that night or the night before, and it seemed like it was a perfect match. And Alex has a very I think we have the same sense of humor, and a lot of people would probably consider it to be a weird sense of humor.
No.
But I think Katie has the same sense of humor, which is also kind of a weird kind of sense of humor. But it would seem like it's a perfect fit. She gets Alex, and Alex gets her, and I think it was a perfect fit. I'm glad to be here.
What was
to
the
celebrate.
song on the jukebox?
That I can't remember. I was too excited about the fact that she wanted to know about the guy in the beard. So, celebrate these two getting together.
And as the Jews say, l'chaim.
So you were the facilitator.
Enabler. Actually, one of the things that I remember is that I ordered a drink, and I said, "This is not good stuff."
Get used to it.
Yeah.
So what did you two talk about when you met?
Good question. I will leave you guys.